choices. Look at verse 6. And because the Lord had closed her womb, her rival kept provoking her in order to irritate her. This went on year after year. Whenever Hannah went up to the house of the Lord, her rival, that is Peninnah, provoked her till she wept and would not eat. Look at that now. Watch the choice that Hannah made. I mentioned that women who achieve great faith, they must make great choices. Hannah chose peace over violence. I know a lot of you ladies in the room, you would have taken off your earrings, pulled off your high heel shoes. I don't know if they had high heels back then, but you would have taken care of Peninnah in quick order. You'd have said, oh no, I'm going up to worship. We're going to solve this one before I go up there. No weeping this time. You're going to go up there smiling with Elkanah. Why are you smiling? Oh, everything's okay. Where's Peninnah? Oh, she can't come today. And just smiling, just smiling. And I want you to understand that Hannah did not choose violence because you're going to pay for it. You're going to be behind bars. And you may be smiling behind bars, but you're going to pay for it and cut your life short because you chose violence. But Hannah, she made right choices. She chose peace over violence. And so Hannah did not assault or attempt to assault Peninnah. And so she chose other ways of handling the situation. And the end result is going to be great because what Hannah was doing is maintaining godly character. Don't let anyone push you outside of the boundaries of godliness. Don't let anyone draw you out of where you should be in godly character. And watch out now because there are fools everywhere. And you can automatically start becoming a fool when you see a fool. And same way, you see some people, great godly character, but then they're on the Garden State Parkway or New Jersey Turnpike or Route 78 or Green Pond Road. And here they are. And then some fool cuts them off. And all of a sudden, why do they do that? And they're road rage. Next thing I know, I open up the Star Ledger. There you are. In an orange jumpsuit. I want you to see that Hannah chose peace over violence. Watch Hannah's choices now, because this is how you become a great woman and a great person of faith. Hannah chose to walk with God versus becoming backslidden. There are times we go through difficulty in our lives. And I've been pastoring now for 26 years. And in 26 years of pastoral ministry, I have seen lots of godly men and women go through untold difficulty. And they maintained intimacy and connection with God. But I've seen the flip side. I've seen lots of men and women that worship God when they're on the mountaintop. First crisis came along their way. I haven't seen them since. Some of them, they just pull away from the house of God, pull away from God. They start living in a backslidden state. Why? Because they're going through problems. Guess what? Every one of us in this room is facing some problem or another. And it doesn't mean that because you're facing a problem, you have to put your spiritual life on hiatus. Press a pause button. Let me go and just sulk and have a pity party and stay in my house. I'm pulling the shades down. I'm not going to church because why should I go to church? God's not showing up. He's not helping me. And so, do you think that you're not going to church is bothering God? Do you think God's up in heaven? Oh man, Johnny's not going. I don't know what I'm going to do. Gabriel, Michael, you guys better do something because I'm falling apart. You guys do something. Now, God's not panicking by your emergency or your perspective. What we should recognize is this. Hannah, this great woman of faith in the making, Hannah, she chose in the middle of her contradiction. Because there are times you're serving God and you're serving God in contradiction. In other words, you're sick and you're praying for people who are sick and they're getting healed and yet you still remain sick. And you say, why? And sometimes we're living a contradiction, not in a sense of moral or ethical contradiction. Come on, something in our lives is not lining up with the Word, though we've done everything we can do. But yet nothing changes. In those instances, maintain connection with God, even if everything's not going in the best possible way. I would rather serve God when everything's falling apart in my life than serve my own interests or serve that of the enemy and everything may be going well. I don't want to choose to live that way. That's not God's plan.